Your 20s and 30s are supposed to be the time to build your future. But one wrong money move, that can set you back years. Today, we're breaking down the 10 most common money traps that are silently keeping people broke, and how you can avoid them. If you're ready to level up your finances and build real wealth, you're in the right place. Let's get into it. This is the ultimate wealth killer, guys. You see people on Instagram flashing cash, wearing designer clothes, driving fancy cars, and you think, that's the life. But here's the thing, you don't see the credit card debt. You don't see the stress of living paycheck to paycheck. Living above your means is a recipe for disaster. You're basically spending money you don't have to impress people you don't even like. It's a vicious cycle that will keep you trapped in a paycheck-to-paycheck mentality. So how do you avoid this trap? It's simple. Budget. Live below your means. Learn to say no to things you can't afford, and prioritize needs over wants. Think of it this way. Every dollar you spend on something you don't need is a dollar you're taking away from your future self. That's a down payment on a house, an investment in your education, or even just peace of mind. True wealth isn't about showing off. It's about financial security, freedom, and the ability to live life on your own terms. Your future self will thank you. Life is unpredictable. Your car could break down tomorrow, you could lose your job, or you could have an unexpected medical bill. These things happen, and when they do, you need to be prepared. That's where an emergency fund comes in. An emergency fund is your financial safety net. It's a stash of cash that you can access immediately in case of an emergency. Without one, you're one unexpected expense away from going into debt. Start small. Even if it's just $50 or $100 a month, that's progress. As you get used to saving, you can gradually increase that amount. The goal is to eventually have 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses saved up. Your emergency fund is your financial peace of mind. It's the difference between stressing over every little expense and being able to sleep soundly at night knowing you're covered. Start building your emergency fund today. Credit cards can be a useful tool when used responsibly, but for many people, they become a crutch, a way to live beyond their means and rack up mountains of high-interest debt. The average credit card interest rate is over 20%. That means if you're only making the minimum payments, you're basically throwing money away on interest charges. And the worst part? Credit card debt can spiral out of control quickly. So how do you avoid this trap? First, if you have credit card debt, make it a priority to pay it off as quickly as possible. Look for ways to reduce your spending, pick up a side hustle, or even consider a balance transfer to a card with a lower interest rate. Once you're out of debt, use credit cards strategically. Use them for purchases you can afford to pay back in full each month. This will help you build your credit score and earn rewards points. Remember, credit cards are a tool, not a crutch. Use them wisely and you'll reap the benefits. "I'll invest later" is the most expensive sentence ever uttered. Time is your biggest asset when it comes to investing. And the earlier you start, the more time your money has to compound. Compound interest is like magic. It's the concept of earning interest on your interest. So, the longer your money is invested, the more it grows exponentially. It's like a snowball effect for your wealth. Now, I know investing can seem intimidating, especially when you're young and don't have a lot of money to invest. But the truth is, you don't need to be a millionaire to start investing. Even if you can only invest $50 or $100 a month, those small amounts add up. Remember, the best time to invest was yesterday. The second best time is today. You work hard, you get a raise, you deserve to treat yourself, right? Well, yes and no. While it's perfectly fine to enjoy the fruits of your labor, you also don't want to fall into the trap of lifestyle inflation. Lifestyle inflation is when your expenses increase at the same rate or even faster than your income. You get a raise, and suddenly you're eating out more, buying new clothes, and upgrading your apartment. The problem is, if you're constantly increasing your spending every time you get a raise, you'll never get ahead financially. So how do you avoid this trap? It takes discipline. When you get a raise, Instead of immediately increasing your spending, try to maintain your current lifestyle for a while. By keeping your expenses in check and investing the difference, you'll be amazed at how quickly your wealth can grow. If you don't know where your money is going, it's probably disappearing faster than you realize. Tracking your spending is crucial if you want to get a handle on your finances and start building wealth. Think of it like this. If you were trying to lose weight, you'd track your calories, right? Well, managing your money is no different. You need to track your income and expenses to see where your money is going and identify areas where you can cut back. Luckily, tracking your spending is easier than ever thanks to technology. There are tons of budgeting apps available like Mint, Personal Capital, and YNAB that can help you track your spending automatically. Once you start tracking your spending, you'll be amazed at how much money you're probably wasting on things you don't even need. It's no secret that our education system does a terrible job of teaching us about personal finance. We're taught algebra, history, and literature, but when it comes to managing our money, we're often left to figure it out on our own. But here's the good news. You don't need to rely on a broken education system to learn about personal finance. The internet is a treasure trove of information, and there are countless resources available to help you improve your financial literacy. Start by checking out personal finance websites and blogs. There are tons of great ones out there like NerdWallet, Investopedia, and The Balance that offer free articles, calculators, and other resources. You can also find a wealth of information on YouTube. There are countless channels dedicated to personal finance, investing, and entrepreneurship. Find a few creators you connect with and start learning, and don't forget about books. Some of the most successful investors and entrepreneurs in the world have written books sharing their knowledge and insights. The more you know about personal finance, the better equipped you'll be to make smart decisions with your money. Social media can be a double-edged sword. On the one hand, it allows us to connect with friends and family and stay up to date on current events. But on the other hand, it can also fuel a sense of inadequacy and envy, especially when it comes to finances. We scroll through our feeds and see people posting pictures of their lavish vacations, their designer clothes, and their expensive cars, and it's easy to start comparing ourselves and feeling like we're not good enough. But here's the thing. Social media is often a highlight reel. People are more likely to share the positive aspects of their lives, while keeping the struggles and sacrifices private. So, don't believe everything you see online. It's also important to remember that everyone is on their own financial journey. Just because someone else is able to afford a certain lifestyle doesn't mean you should feel pressured to do the same. Focus on your own financial goals and what's important to you. Retirement might seem like a lifetime away, especially when you're in your 20s or 30s. But the truth is, the earlier you start planning for retirement, the better off you'll be. Time is your biggest asset when it comes to retirement savings. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow through the power of compound interest. If you're in your 20s, even small contributions to a retirement account can make a big difference over time. And if your employer offers a 401k match, take advantage of it. It's essentially free money. There are a variety of retirement accounts available, such as 401ks, Roth IRAs, and traditional IRAs. Do some research to figure out which type of account is right for you and your financial goals. If you're feeling overwhelmed by the thought of retirement planning, talk to a financial advisor. The sooner you start, the more financially secure your future will be. Relying on a single source of income is risky, no matter how stable your job may seem. If you lose your job or your industry takes a downturn, you could find yourself in a precarious financial situation. That's why it's so important to diversify your income streams. Having multiple sources of income provides a safety net and can help you achieve your financial goals faster. There are countless ways to create additional income streams. You could start a side hustle, invest in real estate, create and sell digital products, or even just pick up a few freelance gigs. The key is to find something you enjoy and are good at, and then find a way to monetize it. Diversifying your income streams is one of the smartest things you can do to secure your financial future. These money traps are easy to fall into, but even easier to escape once you know better. Start fixing one habit at a time, stay consistent, and your future self will thank you. If this helped you, hit that like button and subscribe to The Blueprint. Drop a comment. Which of these traps are you working on right now? Until next time, stay focused, stay hungry, and remember, the blueprint is yours to follow.